Hi, I'm coming back to talk to you a little bit about my 5MEO DMT toad medicine experience. If you haven't seen my previous video, go ahead and check that out. I did that at 9 days. I'm at about 3 weeks now, continuing on the journey, because the work for me really started after the experience. So the experience is on the previous video. This one is more about where I am 3 weeks later and how I want to integrate and synthesize my experience into my life and become more aware. And it's such a profound experience that I mean, on the other hand, I could see how someone could just go into it, have the experience, like it's profound, you know. You come if you have a breakthrough, and I guess I had a breakthrough. And I'm just using quote marks because that's what they call it. And I guess not everyone has a breakthrough. You know, I mean, the breakthrough being where you come into a place of what I'm describing as enlightenment, because my construct, I studied Buddhism for a few years in the 90s. I mean, it's the philosophy is set up that anyone can do that. Anyway, so I went through this whole experience, and so I term what I went through is enlightenment. Some people say they see God. I mean, but everyone has this, which is fascinating about this particular medicine, is everyone who does have a breakthrough has the same type of breakthrough where you come into, I thought I was in heaven before that. I went into what is maybe a pure land in Buddhist terminology, and I thought, wow, this is it. Like this, I've been studying this, and it wasn't all bullshit. There was something to it, like for real. And all this is amazing and beautiful. And then I took a deep breath, and then I was born into the universe. And then I was like, oh, this is enlightenment, and it's indescribable. But people seem to have the same sort of definition where you're part of everything and you're nothing. And there's no ego, and you're like, oh, this is what life is about. This is it. So coming back to now and how I can integrate that back into my life, because I have this background in Buddhism, I am, you know, just sort of studying. And so when you come back to your body and you come back to this earth plane, you feel, or I felt, and many people have this experience, like you're reset. Like you have, like you reset, you come back with kind of a clean slate, certainly a cleaner slate, if not from previous to the experience or the ceremony. So I want to be really careful, and I know the significance, and I understand so I'm being very deliberate about what I'm putting into my body-mind complex. So I'm trying to be really positive, staying aware of how I interact, and I'm just coming at the world differently. I'm just coming at it differently, and I feel like I'm a better person for it. I feel like I'm a better person to now do the work, now that I had the experience. I want to do the work. Not everyone wants to do that. This is just my experience I'm sharing with you. And so my awareness of my environment and the world and how I come at the world and come at with people is I'm more of the observer. And so all this that's going around me, I'm very more careful and thoughtful of how I interact with people, and I feel like my heart is much more open, and I just want to deepen that experience. And so that's why I'm very careful about what I'm putting in to my mind and my body, and I have a new appreciation for this existence. Prior to this, I had an attempted suicide and had suicidal ideation, been diagnosed with PTSD for many years, and I'm coming to a better understanding how all of this has all this ego stuff has clouded all the patterns that I've had all my life. Really, and in the last video, I ended it with, you know, that the person that I was just exploded, and now I'm in the part where I'm putting myself back together in a new way, and it's fascinating and lovely, and certainly there are challenges that lie ahead, but I just wanted to come back in and check in with you guys. I'll come back in the coming days and weeks and check back in. Yeah, and I'll stop there and talk a little bit more in a couple of days. All right, cheers. Salut.